of their collaboration with Marvel. The epic team up of 2025 is finally upon us. Batman on one side, Deadpool on the other, and Grant Morrison in the middle. Fire. Can't wait to talk about Batman Deadpool #1 and a whole bunch of other books this week on Pals Pulls. Joining me to have the conversation are my ever-present friends, Marco.
Celsius.
I like the finger wag edition.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Hello.
Less effective, but okay.
I've been told my finger's very effective, Sean. So.
Uh-oh. The wag portion. The wag.
Well, you can use that. You can use that function.
All right. And I'm Sean. Thank you guys for being here, whether you are live or in the future. I see so many of our pals in the chat, so many green names, which I love to see. That means there's a lot of channel members out there. Love to see it. Channel members of this channel are going to be very happy in 2026. I'll tell you that much. But I'm happy today. I'm happy today because we have so many great books to talk about. The aforementioned Batman Deadpool. We will be showing off the covers that we got.
Okay.
You know, some of us got one. Some of us maybe got more than one. We'll talk about that.
I think you might be in the more than one camp, Sean.
Listen, I made promises to myself. The question is, did I keep them?
Okay. We need to hear the thunk once we get to the stack.
Yeah. The giveaway.
New Gods 12. Ultimates number 18.
Ooh.
The finale of One World Under Doom with number 9. Captain America number 5. And the winner of the poll by 1%.
Oh.
Nova Centurion.
Oh no, you got the cover I wanted. God damn it.
Yes, dude. I saw this and I was like, yep, I'm doing it.
Damn.
I'm getting that Frank Miller variant.
Oh man, sick.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't have it at my shop, but man, I think it's good looking.
Really? I'm surprised. Damn.
Marvel is weird about delivering to my shop. They're like fucky. And especially on Wednesdays, we go on Wednesday exactly. They're a little fucky.
Certain titles had different ones for me as well.
Well, that sucks. But you know what didn't suck? Batman Deadpool. I feel like that. I haven't spoken to these two gentlemen, so I have no idea what you guys think. But the first story, of course, is The Cosmic Kiss Caper, written by Grant Morrison with art by Dan Mora, Alejandro Sanchez on the colors, Todd Klein on the letters. What if Marvel and DC were two cosmic beings that fell in love and merged their worlds, their universes? That's essentially what this is. Batman and Deadpool come together through the cosmic bliss and have a very meta adventure that features not only those two heroes, but the fourth wall breaking you would expect from a Grant Morrison story. Special guest stars, including Damian, Cassandra, a couple of amalgam characters, and even Grant themselves. Crazy. Tyler, you seem like you've got thoughts. Where did you land on Batman Deadpool?
Might be my favorite story of the year.
Awesome.
This is Grant at my favorite. As soon as I started hearing the discussions that Grant's been having, in the lead up to this, talking about like how they never read Deadpool, they only watched the Ryan Reynolds movies, and I'm like, this is a character that does a thing that you like doing in your comics. And then as soon as we got to the page where Deadpool did the Animal Man I Can See You, which is one of my favorite issues of all time, I was like, fuck it, I'm in. This is Grant having fun. Like there's that bit in the same page where Deadpool is looking at a wall with graffiti on it, and it's got the names of characters that all break the fourth wall. I was like, oh, Buddy Baker on the same page as Gwenpool. Like, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's when I realized, all right, Grant's going to have some fucking fun with this. And Dan Mora has said online that Deadpool's one of his favorites. And this is like his first time or like one of the few times he's actually gotten to draw Deadpool. So he seemed excited for it. and then getting into this, man, it was just so much fun. The whole bit where like you're like, where the hell are we? The beginning of this book, which is kind of the joke of the book, was like, okay, and then it's like, oh, what do these all these places have in common? Like the Florida, the basketball, and I'm like, oh, it's Keys, and then I'm like, oh, because then we got into the creator part with the typewriter, and oh man, this was so much fun. I loved everything about it. It was just so much fun seeing these two creators have fun. Like I was having fun with them. Man, this is why I read comics. This was so much good.
This got into that heady space that sometimes can feel alienating for me with Grant, and I appreciate it. I think I can now, after reading more of their work, see what they're doing, the machinations, those kinds of things, especially the call outs as they're talking to us, the reader. Awesome. Like functionally awesome. But I definitely started out this issue just being like, oh, what are we doing here, man? This is going so far above my brain has not crinkled enough to be able to hit this. And then slowly things started, working their way in, and then finally we get to the review with Cassandra, and I'm like, okay, we've grounded, and then of course the bit being context, right? The context reveals itself. The context builds the story. The context of all of this now is for us, awesome, cool. You got me, Grant. You fucking got me.
See, that's the thing with Grant though. Like, yeah, the beginning was confusing, but I'm never like lost with Grant because Grant, I have faith in Grant enough for them to then tell me what's going on. Like, I will get there. If I'm not getting it, they're usually good at helping me, like showing me where things are going to go. I'm never like, it's so heady with like maybe like some of Hickman's, creator owned stuff where like the entire time it's so heady. And like I was kind of lost throughout all of it. Grant always, there's always a period. And then I can see the full sentence with Grant.
I
Final
think,
Crisis, maybe notwithstanding.
but I think
Yeah.
to that point though, there's I like what you're saying there about like you get the period, you get to see the full sentence, whereas the headiness of Hickman, for example, is in the kind of not necessarily the abstract, but the high concept of all the plot threads that are going on. This is abstract and almost nonsensical until it becomes again that context, and then it wraps it all back together. So like you read it retroactively, and it makes a lot more sense. And I experienced that when we were doing the Batman stuff, right? Some of the pieces and the clues that you get don't happen immediately until the fuller context arrives, and oh, I see, I get it.
Which is where the training wheels came off for me with my reading comics, and I think Sean as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say hello to a few of my friends. Atomic Hound, what's up? CW Gordon, Cole, entertain me. Good to see you, my
Well,
arch
friend.
nemesis.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, Order of Dylan. Robert, what's up, Robert? Robert says this is his second single issue ever. That's amazing, Robert. I'm glad this brought you to the shop.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Ever.
Steve Canaris, my dude. Patrick Zay is outside as always. Listen, this was my pick of the week.
Easy. Yep.
This is fantastic. This is, Tyler said it, why he reads comics. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Grant understood the assignment. Everybody's been saying that.
Yeah.
And I before I read it, I was like, well, how much did they understand it? But they not only understood it, they had fun, they were thoughtful. This feels like big blockbuster fun comics that you sell on a massive scale, but also with the headiness that you expect from Grant, which is what I loved about their Batman run. Their Batman run is as commercially viable as it gets, but it's also a fucking acid trip. That's the place I love to live with Grant.
Yeah.
As long as I don't get left behind. And I didn't here. There's just so much to love. This almost feels like it could be the end of Grant's career, because of how much they did at both publishers, the way in which I would argue all the characters in this book fit within, their background. Deadpool isn't a character that Grant has done before, but he's played in the X space, and Cassandra's here, and Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. Feels like a perfect Grant character.
It felt like Grant realizing that like they've been in Marvel and DC. So let's play with all the stuff that, let's play with all the tools I put in both of these worlds. If it's a crossover, I have, fingers in both pies.
Yeah. Yeah.
It references like Animal Man, references New X-Men, it references Batman, it references the whole Damian side of things, Batman and Robin, it's got vibes of Danny the Street from Doom Patrol with the Mindscape in this.
Yeah. Yep.
It is literally Grant Morrison's greatest hits in one story.
And to what you just said, right? Grant has their hands in the pie. I mean, literally, Cassandra has her hands in the minds
Still
of these
gross.
individuals.
Still gross.
But to that point, right? If Grant is also the writer here, the hands on keys, literally guiding the mouths of these creations. There's a lot being played here metaphorically. So yeah, the really really fun time, really interesting.
Dude, there were a lot of like really fun moments, like the Deathstroke stuff, where
Yeah.
Batman's like, "Are you Deathstroke? Are
Yeah.
you Slade Wilson?" And those who get it, right? And that's so much fun. Um, I wasn't sure who the villain of this piece was going to be. I knew that because of the sketched interview, I knew that contractually Grant had to use a Marvel villain. But
Oh.
it's like, well, which one? Somehow I didn't even think about the character that Grant created, the villain Grant created, that being Cassandra Nova. Grant got, they got their Cassandra Nova in, but also Damian, arguably their most important creations in comics, which is super cool.
Yeah. And I also like how they also kind of rewrote a wrong in a way. Because their character from Animal Man, the writer, was supposed to be for Animal Man, right? But then became a Suicide Squad member during John Ostrander's run and dies here. Like, that's why you see his corpse in this. They go back to that spot. And then to show like, oh, he's not dead. They're still alive. It's like rewriting, like, in continuity. And they talk about continuity and context and all that. And I thought that was, I thought that was just a ton of fun.
Yo, when freaking Batman went into the Lazarus pit and came out as Darkclaw, I popped for that shit.
Oh, Darkclaw. Cool. I love Amalgam. Give me more Amalgam. Darkclaw is so cool.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And then another moment that I really loved was when Deadpool's being so annoying.
Yeah.
And like, oh, aren't you? He's like, oh, aren't you annoyed by me to Batman? And Batman's like my arch villain is an insane clown. Were you even talking? That was just so brilliant. And it's interesting to see the different takes on their dynamic because Zeb Wells went a different way, probably the way you would anticipate. But Grant looked at Batman and said, Batman is not prone to annoyance. Batman tunes everything out, but what's most important? Batman is very myopic as far as focusing on the task at hand.
Sean, you have said that you don't care much for a lot of Deadpools the way they're written.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Grant's Deadpool?
Oh, I thought Grant's Deadpool was awesome. The way I like it.
Sure.
A Deadpool that's annoying, but like not annoying because, yo, can you shut up? But annoying in a way that's funny, and sometimes heartfelt. Sometimes, there's some meat on the bone. That's the Deadpool I like.
Because this Deadpool kind of knows more than Batman throughout the story. He's a little more aware of what's going on, even though Batman's Batman. So there is a Deadpool trying to get Batman on his page a bit that I liked.
Yes, yeah, totally. And their dynamic made me want more of this. And I know I said that with the first one, but I feel that way even more strongly here. I didn't realize how much I miss Grant in Big 2.
On Batman.
Yes. Yeah.
That bit where Damian pops out and says father, and then both Grant's character and Batman say, yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then Robin's like, wait, what? And like that's all they address it with. Oh, I just that metatextual stuff is what I love about Grant Morrison. You're in on the joke that some of the characters aren't even in on.
It was just fun. It was who said it? Because this was a great comment. I think it was MX Mothman. Yeah, I liked reading this comic because it was fun with my brain on. That is what I like from blockbuster comic books.
Nice.
I completely agree.
And that's the comparison point, right? Where like previously in the other issue, it felt very much, oh, I could just kind of breeze through this. You know, I
Yes.
understand where we're getting. To that point, yeah, this was that exact opposite. And I think I think it does the thing of it doesn't necessarily like hold your hand. It expects you to have some knowledge and some understanding. This isn't the introduction issue like the first one was. Hey, we're smashing the toys together. It's like, no, we're smashing the ideas together here.
Yeah, literally too,
Yeah.
because Marvel and DC were smashing on those early pages.
Yo.
Which apparently was like a thing from the original JLA Avengers, which I just haven't gotten to yet.
Okay.
Like
I
those
didn't realize
characters
that.
did meet, and that's kind of what caused it before. But I think Grant really alludes to them. Like they didn't just meet; those guys were fucking.
Who's who?
It's Eternity, and I think it's like Gaia. Like DC's version is like Gaia or some shit like that.
So DC's the chick.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, DC is hot.
Uh,
Damn,
they
DC.
met on an app. Was that the assumption?
The assumption is like there's like conventions for universes or something, and they're like coworkers. Like it was kind of funny. Also, Dan Mora drew that panel of them making out, and like they are making out. That's not a
Hell
kiss.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's universal tongue there. We had a little bit of a Thanagar touch in the Shi'ar homeworld, I think, in that.
What'd you guys think of Dead Bat?
That's stupid. Good.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bring it on.
There was a good joke. It's when Deadpool first explodes, and Batman's like, "Here are your feet," and Deadpool's like, "It's fine. I was made to not need them," which is a
Right.
total
Oh,
nod.
that's funny. Oh my god.
And I was like, "Oh, see, like that is just good." It's like if you know comics and you like these things, and you've been around these properties or these universes for so long, all of this is candy. And it's just like, oh man, it's just I had so much fun with this. Of course, not Kirkman, Liefeld said, "Oh, they used my Dead Bat design." I don't think they did.
Oh, stop.
Unreal.
Patrick Z, we need more Dead Bat.
I
I wouldn't
agree.
mind. Wouldn't mind.
I feel like because we got Dead Bat, because remember how the first one had a surprise amalgam at the end? This one didn't.
Logo.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's because we got Dead Bat here.
Well, no, wasn't it Dark Claw?
Well, Dark Claws already
No,
exists.
Dark Claw is not new.
Yeah.
No.
You should read those books, Marco. Those are actual books.
Yeah, so I think the A story is
Yeah.
phenomenal. If I had to break it out, I would say like that individual story, pick of the week of stories for me this week.
Yeah.
Thought it was great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Home run.
That I mean, just spoiler. I think there were a lot of good stories in this this issue.
Yeah.
There are some where I could take them or leave them. But this alone was pick of the week for sure.
Let's talk about the Hellblazer Doctor Strange crossover. A magician walks into a universe. This is the triumvirate of modern day comic book writer gods, James Tynion, Joshua Williamson, and Scott Snyder, joined by Hayden Sherman. Like, what in the fuck? That's insane.
Coincidentally, too, like they didn't even know they were getting Hayden, and they're like, "Oh," and then Josh yesterday was like, "Oh, then we found out Hayden's going to be on the." I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
What? You
Oh,
just
that's
found
right.
out?"
I forgot we interviewed Josh yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're curious more about the behind the scenes of that whole deal, we spoke to Joshua Williamson yesterday. It was a great conversation, and the early bits of it are about this. By the way, we got quoted. Well, Joshua was quoted from our conversation from a couple of different platforms. Thank you to Order of Dylan for transcribing some of that and posting that on social, but also thank you to DC Updates for that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool. So this story is, again, and one of the things that was so cool about this issue is that it treats it as if the worlds have crossed over. So John Constantine and Doctor Strange meet each other because Constantine's like, hey, who in this place knows about magic? Like where can I go? And he goes to Doctor Strange to talk about what the hell is going on. And we get to see some of the things that are happening in the world, like Ghost Rider and Swamp Thing having it out, which was something I didn't think about, but was absolutely cool as fuck. And Doctor Strange and Constantine have a weird trip together. Marco, was this your bag?
Yeah, this was the reason it was pick of the week for me. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and uh, for me, just on the second page, I guess second and third page alone, like I felt the Sherman art, I felt like I was just getting whisked away.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, the curves being used for the panels, like everything there just felt whimsical. But obviously, we're here with this undertone of horror, which is kind of like the contrast that we're having here. It's the more colorful, whimsical nature of what would be expected from Marvel and the undercurrent of horror that exists within DC, and that's like the contrast and what's being fought here. And just getting to see, I think, Constantine be a piece of shit around Strange, who's a little more of like a straight man here. You know, we've been here like 5 minutes and you've tried to put me to sleep with sleep spells and all this kind of thing, because he always has an end goal no matter what his thing is. And so getting to see that in the interactions were a lot of fun. My boy Swamp Thing's there fucking fighting Ghost Rider, dude.
I didn't know that was gonna
What?
happen.
Rad,
Yeah.
rad as fuck. And so getting to see all of that play out was just cool. And I like that, again, it was just things in the background, right? I don't think you needed to do much more with them. And I liked the concept. Again, conceptually here, we're dealing with the two ideas of these worlds, not necessarily physically the two characters. And it's they mesh so well together. Love this one.
I love the contrast between Marvel's magic and DC's magic. It's something I never really thought about until it was really expressly stated in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like right off the bat, it's that first page where Constantine is walking up to the Sanctum Sanctorum, and the way Hayden draws Constantine, he's dirty, he's gross, he's in warm brown colors, and then Doctor Strange is above him in just primary colors, completely bright, and that's a lot of this too, like Ghost Rider versus Swamp Thing. Even the idea of Neron versus Mephisto, completely different ideas of what the leader of hell would be, contrasting. And I really like that. There's at one point where like, Constantine tells Doctor Strange, like, well, you're busy looking at the world outside your window. And I'm like, you said it. And he tells you how scary DC's horror is. The whole like House of Secrets thing. Like DC did have a hand in horror.
Mhm.
Whereas like the Doctor Strange of it all, it's more, that stuff was more psychedelic, a little more freaky deaky. And I think there is a distinct difference between the two. And it was really cool to see that stated on the page, both with the art and the story wise.
I was a little disappointed by this one. I really liked the
Oh.
art, but I thought the script left a lot to be desired. I guess between the three of the writers that we got, I had massive expectations that uh I don't know. I didn't like fall in love with this story the way that I was hoping to. Um I don't know. It just felt like there's not a lot here.
Well,
It was
when Josh was talking to us yesterday about it, he said like the objective was that Strange and Constantine are just here to talk about an ongoing war that's happening between these two things. Like that's the big stuff. The Mephisto, the Neron, the Swamp Thing, Ghost Rider. That's the huge bombastic thing. This is the quiet thing that kind of solves behind the scenes. And I thought that was kind of smart to do for the little pages they were given.
Think I'd rather see more of the war. That's pretty cool. Like that playing out in the background while these two just, yap. It's like, damn, dude, I want to see some cool shit. Um,
Ooh,
and
yeah. Who else do you think from the magic stuff in the background you would have
He
liked
would
to
he
see
wants
it?
to see Satana. He don't have to lie, Sean.
no, the first character that came to mind was Raven, actually.
Oh,
Simone?
yeah.
What?
It's the
I hear
future
you
she
on
can
that.
see.
Like getting to see more of like let's say a Spectre fought somebody else, like a Wanda, right? Like I can see that being something that can help build out and flesh out the world, especially considering we only really got four characters outside of the titular ones here. But I think, yeah, for what it was, like conceptually cool. you could have got more.
I think that's just preference, really. You know, like I like especially with like the wackiness of the first story. I liked how we went to like just two people talking essentially for the next one, and we got to see the flashy shit, but just hear them talking over it. So it's like I kind of felt like I was having my cake and eating it too.
Yeah,
I would have liked to
wouldn't-
see more Mephisto and Neron. I think we focused a little more on Swamp Thing and Ghost Rider. But
That's not a problem.
okay, all right, Mr. Swamp Thing.
I did think that fight was pretty cool to look at.
Yeah,
I
Swamp
could
Thing was getting
stand to
chained
see-
up.
I
Hey,
could stand
yo.
to see Hayden draw Ghost Rider a little more.
Yeah, honestly, Swamp Thing too.
Yeah, the colors on that were cool.
Yeah, I liked also the panel work. Like I know we were like with the last issue of Dark Patterns. Marco, you weren't there for that one, were you?
No.
No, yeah. So I think Sean and I were both in agreement that it was a little more standard than previous issues.
Yeah.
This is more like what the Hayden I'm seeing. You know, not quite stuff what they're doing in like Absolute Wonder Woman, but there is motif in the panel work here. There's their idea of like the Strange's cape of levitation kind of flowing with the panel work. There's a lot of the motifs of the Sanctum Sanctorum's glass window.
Yeah,
in
the
this.
sigil.
Yeah, the sigil, and even like the idea of like what I was seeing was almost like the shields that Strange makes with his magic
Oh,
in the circular
sure.
panel work.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
I wanted to call out this comment because it's very sweet. Where is it? It came from Tariq. By the way, can someone explain to me how you all only have 6K subs? Not yet. We're like 6 away, but yes.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
I mean, your channel is so damn good. I don't get it. Keep up the good work. That is a very sweet message. I really love that we've cultivated an audience where it's way more likely that one of you is going to say something kind and just really nice and uplifting rather than having to sift through the muck of bullshit that tends to be the YouTube comment section. So I appreciate that. And I'm seeing all the nice comments you guys are leaving. Just Unseen said, "Hey pals, I repeat the message every time, but I'm normally listening on the podcast. Just join the channel membership to support the channel. This show is always one of the highlights of my week. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you." And then we have to get to Atomic Hound's $4.99 super chat. This was absolutely hilarious, and I wasn't sure how it would land with a wide audience. Great to see so many nerds were in on the joke.
Yep.
You called it, Hound. You definitely called it. You were absolutely right, and you were right a while ago, my friend. Yeah.
What do you call it specifically?
That it was good.
Yeah, that it was good and that it was
okay.
wacky and weird.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to say about this issue, like in general, was I really love the ad placement. I thought the ad placement was so good.
I was gonna say something about that.
Right?
From between the first story and the second, right?
Yeah, yes. But even deeper, like when you get to the end of this story and you run into that absolute Batman, if you're a Marvel reader and you look at that image, like that's pretty cool. I'd go pick it up.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I flip past them and I don't even recognize when they're happening.
I don't know why that stuck out to me, but I just felt like there were some really good ad layouts here. But anyway, Sticks and Snicks is the next story. Tom Taylor, Bruno Redondo, Adriano Lucas, Wes Abbott. This is Nightwing and X-23 Wolverine having an adventure to save Gabby in the sewers of Gotham. It's that simple, and it's really, really, really great. Tom Taylor returning to the scene of the crime with both of his characters that he made his mark on. You know, he's teaming with Bruno here. Bruno wasn't his teammate when he was writing Wolverine, but getting to see Bruno Redondo draw her is a real treat. Tom Taylor nails both characters in their dialogue, but also their narration. Excellent, excellent points he made. Drawing parallels between the two characters that I never thought about before. This was the best Tom Taylor script I've read in a long time. It reminded me why I used to love him so much. This was top to bottom the second best overall script that I read this week. Huge shout out to Tom Taylor.
I love this. I love this. I'm a fan of his Nightwing run and Wolverine run. I love his Laura Kenny stuff. And then seeing this, like I'm with you, Sean. I never really looked at the parallels between Laura Kenny and Dick Grayson. but they're so clear. You know, their lineage, but the lineage is to their fathers, essentially. Adopted fathers too. And I loved how he's drawing parallels there. Even the parallels of, you know, having, you know, Gabby involved, because Dick has younger brothers and younger siblings too.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah.
he's the eldest. And there is this like eldest, oldest sibling energy that these two are giving off. And it's cool seeing them, I guess, play off of that. There's that bit where it's almost a little cheesy, but it's so cheesy that I liked it. So Laura says, "Whatever you found, don't worry. She's okay. My sister and I, we heal. What do you do? What do I do?" And then Dick says, "I do what I can." And that's so cheesy, but it is so Nightwing.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of dialogue is perfect for Nightwing. He is
Yes,
that guy.
yes, exactly. And then you play it off of Laura, it seems cheesier because that's not something she would ever say. I loved it. I loved every single thing about this.
Getting to see Redondo on art again, simple panel layouts, but just the energy that he has, the very simple way he translates action and movement across the page. Ugh, yeah, it's so nice seeing him again.
I want to see these two go on another adventure, dude.
Hell
That's
yeah.
the
Dude, same,
sucky part about these
same.
crossovers. Like, I want more of this,
Sean, you got to have Bean buy a whole bunch more so they justify it.
right?
Yeah.
Steve Canara says, "This was my least favorite story. Just too much heavy-handed sentimentality. I am an outlier here." That's fair.
Nice taste, yeah.
Yeah.
Not everything is for everyone, but you know, we'll keep moving. This was very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I also like seeing Batgirl eat Chinese food. That was cool.
Is that a bit?
I just like it. I don't know.
Oh,
She's just chilling in her costume eating Chinese. Like, sounds good.
Yeah. I love the last page.
The last page was excellent.
yeah.
With Wolverine and Batman overlooking, you know, and then how it's like sunlight now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loved it.
Next up was Harley and Hulk's Amazing Saturday, written by Mariko Tamaki, drawn by Amanda Connor, with colors by Tamara Bonvillain, letters by Dave Sharp. All the makings of a great comic, but unfortunately for me, this was just too silly, dumb, which is not a bad thing. Maybe the other pals enjoyed it more than I did. I like Amanda Connor's art a ton. I thought that was fun. I didn't picture Hulk as the Glizzy King. We did get that.
Yo, them Glizzies was eating him.
But other than that, there wasn't a lot here from me personally. I just didn't find Mariko's script to be terribly funny. And yeah, I don't know. This was a waste of the Hulk.
This was just the Harley, looking at Harley art.
Yeah. Yeah, this didn't do much for me. Like, it's a small story, and even then, I don't think we get like the interaction feels forced. Hey, there goes Hulk crossing the street. Let me engage. Meh.
Yeah, I would have liked Harley with someone else, I think. Because this could have been Killer Croc. This could have been King Shark. Like, there's nothing hulky about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, this was a miss.
Warfire 22 says, "This was some buns, I can't lie. Hot dog buns, maybe."
And then the last story, again with no surprises, is New Friends in Old Places. G. Willow Wilson on the words, Dennis Cowan on the pencils, inks by Klaus Janson, colors Francesco Segala, letters by Steve Wands. Well, Static and Miss Marvel live in the same city now, and there's a big kaiju that both of these youngsters need to take out, and that's it. It's cute, I guess. It was
This is
fine.
exactly
There
what
wasn't
I
a
was gonna
lot here
say.
for me. Like, I just didn't need this at all.
I like Dennis Cowan's art a lot, actually. Current Dennis Cowan looks a lot like Gabriel Hernandez Walta.
Oh, I could see that.
And I dig it. I think Cowan, I caught up on his previous issue with on New Gods as well, which I loved. But the story was just like, the thing about the story I liked was like Static was simping after Miss Marvel after seeing her on like on Instagram or some shit. So he's like, I'm just gonna like show up where she is. Like, I was like, hey man, I get it. do what you got to do. But this was just like, it was cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of pass on this story, but overall for me, the A story and the Tom Taylor Bruno Redondo story were enough to push this over the top for pick of the week. I had a blast with this. I really did.
Yeah. For me, the ABC stories were good. The B in particular, putting it over with the Constantine and Strange.
So what covers did we get?
Oh, before
Well,
we do,
yeah,
this was the thing I was going to shout out, the marketing here for
Ah, you
all of the
marketing nerd.
compact.
yeah, that was great.
This
Yeah,
you turn the page from the end of the book and you say, "Oh, interesting. I did have fun with Batman, huh?"
You like Justice League, Wonder Woman, Batman, and pets?
Yes. Why I do.
We three being there probably because Grant. That's a Grant book.
I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
that's not the only Grant in Compact, right? But
Wonder Woman, Earth One.
and All
Earth
Star.
One and All Stars. So it's
Yeah.
interesting that that's the one they went with. But okay, fair enough.
No
Yeah,
s-
go ahead.
No Superman. Summer of Superman is over.
Well, he's in, yeah, I mean he's in the New Frontier, but everybody is. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was kind of odd, but so we all loved it. We all enjoyed this a lot. Let's get your votes in. Let's see. Every book we review, we always put up a poll. So many of you voted in this one. Thank you for doing that. Poll 51%, pick of the week 27%, didn't
Ooh.
buy or read 14%, pass is 8%. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, let's get into the covers that we got. You guys already know I have cover A. That
Yep.
does not mean I only got cover A. Tyler, do you have a physical issue?
I do.
Marco?
I do.
Okay, all right. I like how you guys are doing this, so we can play that game. So on 3, we're all gonna turn over our covers and reveal which additional one we got. Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Hey.
Okay.
nice.
All right.
So
I got the gay one.
what?
What? You know it is. It's quite literally.
What are you saying?
No. So Grant Morrison told Quietly to draw this in the style of Vivian Westwood gay cowboy thing where like their dicks are touching. It's literally like a 1-to-1 pose. It's like punk art as well. Think of like Tom of Finland type stuff.
All right. So Tyler wasn't trying to be offensive there. So hopefully no one took offense.
It's quite a reference to queer art. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Let's not
yeah.
make it about that. Let's make it about the covers that we got. I got the Zatanna Scarlet Witch variant. I had to, the Mark Brooks. I love it. Marco sporting that beautiful Wonder Woman Rogue or Big Barda Rogue.
Barda. Yeah, this is the Jai Lee one.
Yeah.
Yep. Hell
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
dude. Well, between the two, hold on, Tyler. Between the two, put yours back up, Sean.
Yeah.
Tyler, which is the Gooner cover?
Come on.
I put the
Of
link.
the
I put the link. Bleeding Cool wrote about it earlier, so mine actually might be the Goonerist. But it's yours, Marco.
Yes. Let's go.
Man, look at those thighs. What are you saying? What are
Yeah,
you
you're right.
saying?
Look at those thighs.
There's nothing there. Big Barda's the meatiest woman in DC.
All right, guys.
Now-
we all gooned out though in a way.
I didn't finish at 1 though,
Oh.
because I got another one. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you exactly what I was going to do when I did it.
Nice.
I got the Jim Chung Captain America Wonder Woman. Jim Chung is one of the greatest comic book artists of all time, and I had to get his cover.
So you got 3.
I got 3. Yep, I got 3 covers overall.
It's funny. I called all of our covers. I literally pulled the covers that we all got. Oh no, not, I thought Marco would get the Constantine Doctor Strange one. So
No.
that one.
I called it when we were talking about it that this was the one I wanted.
CW Gordon says Jay Lee and Gooner do not go together. A skill issue.
I agree.
What?
I agree. I don't think Jay Lee is really a gooner artist.
Sean, Marco, put up the cover again.
You can't see it, but look at these those little hip lines
The
going down.
cum gutters.
Okay. Not that far, but
Okay.
come on. Savage Land Rogue? Come on.
Mm,
What are we doing?
that's what I'm trying to ask you.
This is it, dude. This is it.
Yo, Ted H saying I ordered 14 variants. Impulsive decision.
Brother.
That sounds like a calculated decision. I don't know about impulsive.
Holy shit. I
Kudos.
love it. Love to hear it.
Yeah, Monster NA. Stylized goon. Exactly.
Love it, love it, love it.
I love this issue, man. I think this whole issue, like as a whole, fucking fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
The game master was like,
But
wait,
also-
are we trying to get the Gooner covers?
As I was looking at all the covers, like knowing it was a Grant book, I felt like I had to get the quietly cover. Like
Yeah.
on Pal's previews, it wasn't one that I even mentioned. But once I was there and saw them all in front of me, I'm like, it's quietly. I had to. It just felt right.
Luna, what's the Snow Bunny cover? What are you saying? Do you not see these beautiful women?
Well,
Do you not see? Do you not see the snow on this cover?
Scarlet Witch is a woman of color.
What color?
What are you talking about?
Olive toned.
All right, enough.
I think he was talking about the Emma Frost's, what is it, Catwoman one?
Let's move on. That was fun. That was fun. Great book.
Yeah.
Great book. Looking forward to to Superman, Spider-Man next year. Let's get into The New Gods, number 12. The finale for now of the Rom V Evan Cagle run. This issue also, though, features the art of Phil Hester. We get him for the first 4 pages, Andy Parks on the inks for those same pages, Francesco Segala on the colors here, Tom Napolitano on the letters. This is it. This is the big final fight. All the players are in their position to either win or lose the day. There's a big final fight between Bard. Well, it lasts 2 seconds, but Barda and Granny Goodness, Mr. Miracle, and whatever the fuck that guy's name is. I have been so checked out on this book that for me, this issue was a lot of gobbledygook, and I am feeling more just glad that it's over. I did not have fun with this.
that it's a shame to hear because I was knowing that this was the last issue. I was like, okay, let's jump with both feet in. Let me try to reframe where I was. The Phil Hester art, oh, delicious.
Okay, I
God.
thought they were gonna about to hate on Phil Hester. I
Oh
wasn't
my God,
gonna allow
no.
that.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? No, not at all. But once you get into the main story, I was trying to reorient myself, and I similarly, I think the hype has for me wasn't always there, but then definitely those 2 issues where we had like the change in art and almost like felt like change in direction of story just pulled me out completely. Anything that would have been salvageable, I think here I was trying to figure out. I was trying to remember why Desaad was like pretty and inside of this coffin thing again, and I new power from Scott Free, like quantum.
Everyone has
like,
the powers. Yeah.
Right? Like I thought that was cool. The introduction of those kinds of things. Barda stepping on Granny Goodness. I'm right here. I don't know what you're doing. Wasting your foot on that. And then
And Marco said it, not me.
and then right at the end, seemingly Mr. Miracle pulling the kid out of the like dark hole gravity of Darkseid. Cool, but like this was abstract, and I felt like he was trying to capture the momentum that we got in the first few issues of this series, and it to me it just didn't land the same way, which is a shame because you don't get to see the New Gods often, if at all. And so seeing this series go the way that it has, it's a bit of a bummer. Cagle on art though, absolutely adore. He's gotten so good at sequentials, in my opinion, that it's awesome to see the things that he has been able to do, and I feel like we've seen his growth over this time, not even just from Dawn Runner, but even on this book. So overall, I think it missed the mark, but I'm glad I went along for the ride, even though there were some unsavory moments. So this was fun. At the end of the day, I think I had a good time.
I was somehow 3 issues behind, so
Damn.
I caught up on it,
Ooh.
and I gotta say, reads really good.
I bet.
I actually really like this. I have one lingering issue, but it really closed the story of what I feel like at its core Rom was telling, which was the story of Scott and Orion and the differences of them. And the bit where Orion, who was kind of in the last couple of issues was poised to be like the new High Father. He was the one that was going to solve things and fix things, and he hesitates in this. And then like the beginning with the Phil Hester art, showcasing the differences between the two, and that one's afraid and one's fearless, and showing what that's like at their infancy, and then at the current, I thought was a great way of bookending the issue, and I really enjoyed that. I thought Cagel's art was just like, there's nothing like it. Like, I cannot even, I can say Phil Hester's art, like, oh, it's got shades of Mignola, you know, or I would say maybe Mignola has shades of Hester.
Yes.
But I can't compare him to Kegel to anyone. And some of those pages, like I pulled one out where it's where Mr. Miracle is destroying Desaad's Iron Maiden trap that he has, and the idea of like is his power being almost Schrodinger's cat now.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like I am both escaping and have already escaped anything. I thought it was great. It was a really cool thing to do, and the idea of like he is the one to actually be the hero, I thought it was great. I think the whole thing with like, sure, Barda gets big, that's her new power. Her power is literally big now, which she can do, which is like, all right, on the nose, but I thought it was kind of funny. So I like how all the new gods are kind of becoming godlike, because they were just superheroes in a way. Now they're even bigger. The Niktari parts, though, that's where it's like, okay, I guess we're going to get back to this at some point. That was just a scouting party. So I feel like that lingering plot thread kind of bugged me, because a lot of the previous issues were about that. And those like older gods and all that, and that stuff coming to this world, and that like that's the whole reason why the Justice League were involved, because the Niktari were coming. And then Black Racer kind of just Deus Ex Machina's the scouting party. So maybe that's where Rom was like, hey, I'm going to end it here, tell the core character story that I have here, my thesis on these two characters, and maybe I'll get back to that. He says he's going to do more New God stuff down the line. Who knows? But that did bug me, because it's like, all right, we spent a lot of time on that plot. I would have liked something a little more specific. Like the big bad guy didn't even show up in this.
Yeah. Yeah. That the warlord, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
So hopefully Rom gets to tell that story if he wants to down the line, or I hope somebody picks that up. But at the core of what the story was between like Orion and Scott Free and Kamal, I loved it. I thought it was great.
I thought I agree with some of those things you said about Mr. Miracle and his relationship with his brother and stuff. I just felt like it was too little too late, man. Like I wish they would have seeded more of those dynamics between them earlier, and I just feel like we got so far away from those two that for it to then go back to them at the end, it's like you expect me to care when we haven't addressed their relationship in like half the series. I was frustrated by that.
It felt like we were seeding it in previous issues, but we were seeding it.
Right.
It didn't have time to sprout, and now we have a tree. So we missed the evolution of it, because it felt like, all right, I'm gonna go to who these characters are at the end. I need to tell their story. I need to get to that point. I think the point that Romney got to was good, although rushed.
Yes. Yes.
It's explicit to me now that this was supposed to be a longer series.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Like this is so rushed. And it just really feels like a missed opportunity. I can't believe that this is the emotion that I have at the end of this series, considering how hot of a start I thought it had.
And considering who the creators are behind this, right?
Yeah.
Like this was put forward to be that much more important as well by the company. It was meant to have repercussions and waves and deal with things, and it felt like it got sidelined.
I'll be honest, man. I'm not. I think Evan Cagel's interiors are strong, but I still have problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have problems. There's perspective issues. There was a particular sequence in this issue where the baby like goes through that other dude's body, and I had to look at that for a while to figure out what I was looking at. I just thought that page was constructed in a way that was confusing, and I don't know, there's something that's still not jiving with me with him yet, but yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on this.
On this one?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you never seen a baby fly through somebody's stomach hole?
Well, he didn't fly. He just did like a blast, right? And then he turned away.
Is that let me look at
Yeah,
it
I don't
again.
think he went through the guy's hole.
It looked to me like he went right through that dude.
No, people
No.
going into his other's hole was Eternity in the DC universe earlier.
That is true.
Yeah. He turns away and then he falls into like that singularity, but he's always facing Orion. But it illustrates the point, right?
Yeah. How do you know? Oh, I see. Okay.
He gets he hits the what you call it, like the radits on him,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
which
I
is like,
see.
oh, there's Kegel's manga influence again.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So where are you guys at? Pull.
It's a
Pull
pull.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull.
It's a pull.
Okay.
I this is like going to be one of those series where it's like, man, what could this have been?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's see where you guys are at with it. Let's see. Didn't buy a read, 44%, pull, 33%, pick of the week, 15%, pass, 8%.
Okay. So few people have dropped it or a trade waiting.
Cole says, I hope this picks up soon after KO. I don't want to wait too long. Well, brother, I think you're gonna be waiting a lot longer than that. I don't think Rom V is coming back to mainline DC for a spell.
I would sooner expect somebody else to be doing a New Gods book than Rom doing more New Gods.
Ever?
What do you mean ever? Like
I'm
I think
asking you ever.
Will Rom come back?
Yeah.
I think maybe down the line. Yeah.
Wait, to New Gods or to DC?
To New Gods.
To New Gods.
Oh.
Yeah. But I would imagine DC probably doesn't want the characters to wait for Rom V. So that's why I imagine somebody else probably writing these things.
They're going to be waiting for Rom V.
You
There's nothing here beyond Rom V. Like the New Gods were on ice for mad long. The only reason we got this is Rom.
Yo, put me in, coach. I don't like that.
I hope not, because otherwise we're not getting a New Gods book for a long ass time.
Sean, that was a loud laugh that the Zoom cut the audio. I kind of take offense to that.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
He peeked at you writing a book. Jeez.
I'd read it. I don't know. I've read your work before. I thought it was good.
All right, thank you.
I wouldn't read it, Mark.
Oh goodness. All right, let's get into One World Under Doom number 9. This is the finale issue of this. Ryan North, RB Silva, David Curiel, Travis Lanham on letters. Valeria is dead. Because Doom's dumb. And Doom tries his mightiest to get various cosmic entities to help him. Eventually, he lands upon the Living Tribunal. When I saw the Living Tribunal, I gasped because that's the kind of power that those entities have. So it was very cool to see them in this. Valeria comes back because Doom trades his power and life for her. Has a final nasty conversation with Reed Richards. And that's about it. Tyler, go ahead and say why this was good.
I won't.
Okay.
This fizzled out for me. I mean, it ends as any Doom story should end. Doom fucked himself. The heroes never beat Doom. And I think that's good. I think that's a good Doom story, because that is Doom's greatest issue is himself. It's his biggest enemy. So I like that part of it. I also like how, at its core, this was a story about Doom's love, because that also is kind of his Achilles heel. But I did not like the art. The art continues to be an issue for me with this book. That Living Tribunal was too svelte.
Yep.
That was like that wasn't good. Everyone's face looked like it was made of Silver Surfer goo, but in different skin tones. And I think this went on too long. I think this could have been better as 6.
Could have ended like 3 issues ago. They had a huge ass fight with Reed for what?
I literally read 3 issues of it because I guess I had been off of House Pulse both when New Gods and One World Under Doom keep coming out. 2 books I like, so I had to catch up on this as well. There could have been some meat cut from this to make there could have been a leaner cut of this story. So on the whole, I would give this that's fine. I think there are some really good points, and there are some points that it's like, all right, do we need a whole issue for that? I think it was an appropriate end for Doom, though, and where he exists.
I guess. I mean, the thing that annoyed me was this interview page where they're like, "So, how did you guys feel about all that?" I'm like, "What are we doing? Really?" Like the whole gimmick was we were meant to fall for the good of Doom. My leader, Doom, was meant to do the good thing, and of course he doesn't. It was so obvious. It was so I felt like this series was being obtuse about that and making me feel like I was crazy.
It was the bit with like him sacrificing the life energy of Latvian children, right? Like that was a cliffhanger,
right?
And then they don't really fully address it.
But suddenly, Latveria is still around and like chilling, and now being bequeathed.
Queef?
Huh? So yeah, this page annoyed me for sure. What was it? Doomspun giving up the world as this noble act when really it was just him looking out for himself. What, dude? That wasn't what I was promised in this, and that was the thing that always disappointed me about it. Was we got to that point. We got to that point where the heroes were doubting things, and they were like, "No, but look, actually, Doom is this piece of shit." And what I thought Ryan North, as the smart and intelligent writer that he is, was he was going to play into that somehow, and we never got that. We never got the full commit to what that could have been, a benevolent Doom, and then at the end, his ego and his thing kind of leads to his downfall, not the fact that he put his goddaughter at risk. I think it can work, but it doesn't have that impact.
It was too busy trying to be an event book.
Was it? I'm not sure what this book was busy trying to be. This has been a shit show from the word go. And I cannot believe that this is what they delivered after 9 issues. I don't know what this book is meant to be, because this doesn't feel like a big bombastic story. It doesn't feel like it's got clear heroes and villains and, big themes that it's tackling and playing with in an intelligent fashion. Doom sucking the life force out of anonymous Latverians. I don't care. And neither does Marvel, because nobody in this book talks about it. And also, Doom's bad, so are we supposed to be surprised he did a bad thing? How is that a cliffhanger even? I don't give a fuck about that. I expect that.
Especially because nothing otherwise told us the contrary. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The whole premise falls apart when you think about the fact that this is Dr. Doom. He's going to do something awful. It would have been interesting if he didn't do something awful. If he had to sacrifice his power because of someone being at risk, like Valeria, but it not being his fault.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's
It being
good.
his fault is just the same old shit, and the premise unravels from the beginning because it played out exactly how it was always going to. That's a waste of money. 9 times 5 is way more money that I should ever spend on something like this.
You could have gotten a couple more covers of Batman Deadpool.
You're right.
$45.
Go back to your shop, return them.
I wish they accepted return.
Is there an explicit no return policy?
Probably.
Every hero that I like and enjoy in Marvel came across like a doofus in this book.
Yeah.
And look at the reaction. Like, the reaction to Valeria being okay is just like, oh my God, Valeria, you're okay?
Reed should be wondering what the repercussions of that are immediately.
Yeah.
Also, why was she there?
I don't know. Where is there, by the way? This is an anonymous place. Like, it's just a place.
It's Latveria where it's happening, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
It
but
happened
like,
like four. The establishing shot was 4 issues ago.
well, yeah, because I had to catch up. Like, she does
That's
that.
right.
She does that astral projection thing where, like,
Yes.
Doom
that's
takes
right.
her, like, she rings Doom. He takes her to the astral projection. They have the conversation. We don't ever see her going to Latveria. All of a sudden, the heroes are fighting. Doom does this porcupine shit attack, and then Valeria just happens to be there. That I didn't care much for.
Also, RB Silva's cheating all throughout this series. There are no backgrounds. There are no backgrounds.
You don't like the gradient tool in Photoshop?
No, I don't. And, I'm comfortable with a lack of backgrounds when there's a story reason, but every panel is a tight shot with no background to get around the fact that this dude was not trying to draw all that. Straight up. He wasn't trying to draw all that.
Look at the page I have up on the screen. It should be visible for you guys if you have the stream up. It's the climactic decision where Doom talks to Reed at the end of this 9 issues, leading to Doom's death, quote unquote. We'll see what happens. Where you would expect maybe some gizmos and gadgets in the background. We're in Reed's lab, right? No, it's the gradient tool. I could have done these backgrounds on MS Paint. Yeah, you don't do that for an event book. I'm sorry.
Every page, man. Every page. If you can't tell where the characters are at in a book for multiple, because Marco and I have been talking about this for multiple issues.
Literally.
And
Come on.
I know it's an event book and you can't really delay it because Marvel constantly runs on events. They can't pull a Hush 2 on this, which also got delayed again. And yeah, I thought the art was the main issue I've had with the series.
2 stinkers in a row, man. I'm so disappointed. Bloodhunt and then this fucking horse shit. You know how much I love Marvel events, dude? Marvel events, I live off event season, and I keep getting duped.
Come on, Chip. You're up.
I think, but here I come again, being a dumbass dickhead. I think Armageddon's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm sick of myself. What did you guys think of the after credits scene here with Scarlet Witch? Didn't see it, didn't read it.
No, I did. But
okay.
like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it was necessary, honestly.
Yeah,
who was going to become Sorcerer Supreme was not a question that this book ever posited.
Right. It at no point during the downfall, it was his powers. He gave up his powers, but it also didn't posit, oh, they like go away. Are they floating around there? Now you got to find and gather the Dragon Balls to get them and shit.
And what's up with her saying, "Shall we start some trouble"?
Hey, now that was a lot. That was plus her thighs, bro. I don't know.
Okay, guys, come on.
I mean, I'm with that, but
stop taking the blue chew before the show, guys. Come on.
You should listen to the shit you say on this podcast, by the way, Tyler.
I never. I'm a Christian.
You just say
man.
offensive things. That's different. But shall we start some trouble? What does that mean? What are you talking about? This is the worst promo for a future book I have ever seen. I'm not buying issue 1 of this.
What would it have taken to make you buy a Steve Orlando Scarlet Witch book?
If there was some compelling reason why she's becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. She just summons the objects to her home, and that's it. She gets the job. That's it.
Yep.
Uh,
That's all it takes.
also, isn't there a one shot coming out about who gets it?
I thought there was
remember
some
there was
type of
it was Dev Prominent drawn thing. It has Gambit with the cloak. It's got Valeria, magic.
Was that
There's
not
like a
promo
question.
image?
It may have been a promo image. That's the problem. I don't even remember if that was for an actual book.
That
'Cause
promo image is better than this issue.
I don't remember a creative team behind that. So I'm thinking that this is just how she gets it, and that's it. Even though, if I remember correctly, when Doctor Doom got the power, he had to go. Wasn't there some sort of ritual? Doctor Strange had to pass it to him or some shit like that.
Yep.
In Blood, I'm about done. Anyway, pass. Fuck this comic book.
Yeah, pass. The mask thing, dude. I was, I looked at it. It's my eyes are not what they used to be. I did. I was trying to look for like the increased brightness on this shit.
Stop it. On a physical comic
On
book.
a- I'm like-
what were your? Oh man, you have fucked up eyes then, dude.
Dude, I was trying to read. I was like this,
Oh,
trying to read this
same, yeah.
motherfucking comic book.
I was like, I'm like, upon my death. Oh shit.
We got a bunch of four eyes on the show. Jeez.
You're damn right. Can you guys say if you pass or pull on this so we can stop
Pass.
talking about?
Pull.
Stop.
No, it's a pass. It's a pass.
Holy shit! Didn't buy or read. 54% pass.
For an
29%.
event book.
15% pull. Pick of the week. 2%. Damn,
Thanks.
I am sorry to be this negative, but this book frustrated me badly.
Who's the milk that picked pick of the week?
The milk.
It's 2% right there.
Michael DeFont has been a member of this channel right here for 8 months at the VI Pal tier. Thank you so much, Michael. And he says, to everyone watching live or the recording of the show, please click the like, thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow. Michael, you are so right, my friend. Thank you for saying that. Also, it's worth noting, worth pointing out that we are currently 5 subscribers away from 6,000. I don't personally think we're going to hit 6K during this stream, but it'd be fun if we did. It'd be cool if we did.
It would be pretty funny, yeah.
Grayson Red says there was never any period of time in which I thought this event would be worth reading. God bless everyone who did. Y'all off that marijuana, huh?
Someone said Mama Juana too.
Mama Juana.
Somebody said we're off that honey pack. That's
Who? What? And why?
because you were talking about Scarlet Witch's thighs again. Banksy Man said off that honey pack. Marco, you know about the honey pack?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll bring it to your little dinner.
Oh yeah.
I'll put some honey in everyone's meal.
Patrick Zay says, bro, who is in here and not subscribed? Do it now. You know, people do that. There are a lot of people who watch channels and don't subscribe to them. It's a thing.
Sean, Entertain Me is right. We did miss their earlier Comics Pals VIP member for 10 months. He says 10 months of being entertained, not once disappointed by the topics of conversation from pals and the community. Thanks to us.
Didn't say anything negative to Sean?
Nope.
All right, he's hacked.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much, Entertain Me. I'm not used to you being nice. I think it's hilarious that every single time you type my name into the chat, it's in all caps. I don't even know why, but I love it. It's funny.
Was it spelled correctly?
At least it's spelled correctly.
Yeah,
That I
there you
can
go.
take.
Yo, shout out
Ted
to Ted
H sent
H.
out. Yep.
5 Comics Pals gifted memberships. Blue Spaceman, Victor Bottino, Luis Fernando Gualberto Barbosa, Idle Wilder, and William Perdomo. Shout outs. Damn, you got
Beautiful.
all 4 of those Christian names, dude.
Yeah, you put the stank on it too.
I recognize South America when I see one.
Yeah.
Grayson Red says, not the Diddy buffet sprinkled with Tyler's honey pack. Yo, what did you just say? What does that mean? Wow. All right. Let's get into the Ultimates, shall we? Ultimates 18.
Oh, let's do it.
Dennis Camp, Federico, or Juan Frigeri, Federico Blee. They've been getting it done in this book for some time now. But only a handful of issues left to go. Travis Lanham joining them on the letters. This is Iron Lad essentially giving a speech to the world, letting them know, like, hey, we're here. The Ultimates are real. Everything you've heard about us is, well, not everything you've heard about us is horseshit, but a lot of it is. Um, we need you to join us because the Maker's coming back and he's a bad hombre. We get to see some of what various characters in the space are up to. America, Chavez goes and kills Midas. We see Danny Rand traveling with children. It's very strange behavior. Climbing mountains.
Hey, at least it's a mountain on an island.
We see some god shit. Thor and Sif getting it done. I'll leave it to you guys.
Wait, you didn't like this, Sean?
Nope.
Oh man.
Nope.
I love this issue.
Telling us what we know.
I think it's fine. I found, I mean, it has been clear for a little while now, and I think this is what the issue you've had with these issues, that Camp is doing a lot of setup. And Endgame is where the story will be told. And this kind of really, brings that home. We're at 0 months now. That shit is opening. And this is Iron Lad's call to action for everyone. His whole thing was, and I have that page, Marco. He hitting that Fortnite emote. I liked it. Yeah, it is really just Iron Lad doing his call to action to the world. The Ultimates can be anyone, and you can be an Ultimate. And I can see Dennis Camp talking to the reader not about this comic in this. And I appreciate that. I think that's not something I see in Big Two comics. And that's what I've loved about Ultimates. It is Dennis Camp kind of being like, no, this is me telling this superhero story of how I feel the real world is. And this was his call to action issue. And I actually really enjoyed it. I liked seeing, these people rise up, these these disparate plot threads, the last 6-7 issues have kind of been dangling in front of us. And now this is the crescendo before the big finale that is Endgame. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
I think we've been crescendoing for the past few issues at this point. And I wish that resounding chord would land in this book. And we know it's not, fine, right? But I'm of two minds. I think, to your point, Tyler, I agree, and I see that he's talking to us to some degree. Like, as I was reading this, there was a moment where I remembered back the sticker, right? The Ultimates sticker, the stuff that's been kind of plastered around the world. And I'm like, oh, that's right. That's what this is, right? Yeah, fix the world, right? And that's right. That's what that is what part of this book has, a large part of this book has been about. But I've gotten to the point where, you know, uh, I feel like we know that already. It has been the story, and I don't know that I need that as much as I need the overarching story itself to start to play out a bit more. I still don't feel like this is enough for somebody to be able to say, okay, I feel like the Ultimates training arc is successful. Right now, all I'm seeing are red shirts. These are bodies, dude, that are gonna be littered at the ground of the rest of the Maker, of Banner, of Sunfire. Like, we're up against a real threat, and I still don't feel like they're ready to take that threat on. So that's my current worry still, and that's what I think this story needs to be doing a bit more of for that buildup, for that hype for Endgame.
Dude, I agree with everything you said. I really desperately want to love this, I was so hot on the first issue and many of the subsequent ones, but it just feels like it's been spinning its wheels, waiting and waiting and waiting for there to be 0 months remaining. And, this issue being a rallying cry, it's like, yo, we've seen Iron Lad say these things. And it felt like every rallying cry speech I've ever read. Like, I get it already. I'm sold. I don't need this. And I don't feel like anybody currently reading this book needed this. We're all in. We don't need to be sold. Like, if he's talking to us in a meta fashion about the way the world is outside of the comic, well, we've done that. And I'm sort of tired of making that point already. I'm sort of wanting the like superhero part of this book. Um and I just don't know where that is. Because every issue has been some one and done introducing some hero or another who we're not even going to see anywhere probably at this time next year. I shudder to care. Like, you have Luke Cage in this. We haven't seen him in forever. He's saying Avengers Assemble for some reason. What the fuck is he talking about?
Word, what was that about?
When
his team is the Avengers. His
How do you
section
know that?
solicits for the next coming issues.
See?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, he has his own team of those people that were in the hyperbolic time chamber that he taught for essentially years at this point.
Where CW Gordon was like, there was that one fight against Hulk like 13 issues ago.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I would like, why is that the only time we saw them take a boss down? Or, well,
No,
they didn't
they
even
Not
take them
even.
down.
Yeah.
They got smoked, but like they didn't even challenge anybody else. I I don't know, man. Like, to everybody who enjoyed this, I'm happy for you, but for me, I I'm done. I'm done. Like, issue 17 is my favorite issue of the year. Issue 18, I can't believe that
Ooh.
it's just nothing for me here.
Sean, issue 17 of Ultimates or Grant's
Of
Batman Deadpool? What do you pick?
Ultimates.
Really? Okay.
Ultimates.
That big.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it hit me hard. I read it multiple times.
I don't know. Like, for me, like I'm okay with them not having a boss fight because their lesson they learned at the end of the Hulk fight was we're not enough. Then this is them becoming enough by numbers because they can't be enough with just them.
They weren't even enough for one Hulk. What are they going to be enough for when this fucking Maker comes out?
That's
I
my
mean,
worry.
Squirrel Girl beat the Maker once though, so
All right, but like this, the idea that I had was they need more training, they need more learning, they need more members. We never saw a moment where it's like, all right, yeah, we're here. That moment needed to happen. You don't show them lose to the Hulk if you're not going to show them beat the Hulk as a way of saying they're ready to go toe to toe with the Maker.
Yep.
I have no reason at all to believe that they can handle the Maker. None. Nothing in this book has shown me that they're ready. If anything, the whole book has shown me that they're not ready. I don't believe in them.
yeah, the only people they've taken down were Midas and Exterminatrix and the Red Skull, which is a plot thread that is still dangling.
And he was whatever.
They
Yeah.
were jobbers.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's all I would need to bring this book back into hype territory.
And I think that's what needs to happen. I think that next issue, or it's not going to be next issue. Next issue is a Janet and Hank Pym story. But there needs to be a thing where, like, all right, we're at the final battle. We need She-Hulk to one-shot this Hulk. Like it's Lord of the Rings extended edition. You know, when the Mouth of Sauron comes out and Aragorn just beheads him like right away. It's like, oh, this guy's big deal. What's going on here? Boom, beheaded immediately. There needs to be a show of force from these Ultimates that justifies the training that we've had for a year.
Yeah, and to be fair, there are moments in this where some of them are in the background fighting the fight, but it doesn't feel like it's necessarily like you're taking on the same people we've been taking on since issue 1. The what is it? What are those guys with the yellow?
AIM?
Like, yeah, like whatever. We've seen that this we're not getting those lieutenants, and that's the big actual proof that we've done a good thing, that we've leveled up.
I wonder at what point did Dennis Kemp know he was writing Endgame, and where he decided, oh, I can finish my story in 2 places at this time.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
C.W. Gordon is right. Iron Fist is heading to heaven because he's with the Iron Fist. That little kid's the Iron Fist.
Yeah. That's cool. He's not even in this fucking book. I don't give a shit about seeing him fight the Hulk. I care about seeing She-Hulk fight the Hulk. I care about seeing Iron Lad fight the Hulk. That's the problem. The focus is so all over the place that, like, yeah, that kid is going up there, but what issue was he in? And why do we care? Like, his story was sort of cool, but he's not in the book. He's not a part of the roster of this book.
Why are they heading to heaven again?
To fight the Hulk, I guess.
Yeah, he was in issue 15, so that's what,
3 issues ago.
3 issues ago. Yeah.
Oh, there's 6 more issues of Ultimates.
Yeah, we don't have an end for Ultimate. Ultimate's
It's
going to end in 24.
It's 24. Yeah.
Damn, that's
So
right.
we still have a while.
Pass.
It's still a pull for me.
I'm torn. I'm gonna say pass, and it's purely because this just feels like a slow moving train. There's a simple fix for me, and that would make it a pull again.
I agree. I don't think it would take much. I think there is a very simple solution to this problem.
Because
Completely
Dennis is
agree.
doing good work. He's
It
doing
ha-
good work.
Yeah. It hasn't had its, like, I feel like we've been stuck in the middle portion for a long time. It hasn't had its point where we're getting out of Act 2 like that. And for this story, because they started out as fucking losers, getting out of Act 2 needs to be the proof that we can believe in these heroes. That has never happened. There has never been a moment where this book has told me to believe in these heroes as people who can get the job done.
James Jones here says better. What I was trying to say is that there are 6 more issues of Ultimates, but that's running side by side with Endgame. I think this would be fine, and that Camp has about 11 issues to land this.
He hasn't
Damn.
landed so far, but I mean, maybe for other people, maybe he has. For me, no. What is up, Rob from Comics Explained? Good to
Ooh.
see you, brother. He says, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be 2 years, but Dan Buckley called it, which sucks. Yeah, something like that.
That's what
Something
Marvel
like
has said.
Either way, it is a very weird situation, and I think that it's pretty clear based on the way this series has progressed that Dennis Camp did not know that this would be ending like for real after Endgame. Endgame was clearly always planned. But
Yeah.
what would come after that, I think the assumption that any writer would make is, well, we're going to tell more stories.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. CW Gordon, the fact that you could skip like 3/4 of this series and go from Ultimate Invasion to Endgame is crazy. What a waste. I agree. 55% of you pulled, didn't buy a read, 29% pass, 16% pick of the week, 0.
Like I
Okay.
see W. Gordon says, you could skip 3/4 of the series. You can also skip the entirety of Ultimate Spider-Man.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is
that's
true.
right.
But technically, I would make the argument you could skip all of them.
Besides Ultimates, yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to read Ultimate X-Men. It feels barely connected. Black Panther is cool, but it doesn't feel connected. Yeah, this universe is just scatterbrained and all over the place.
Mm.
Comics and Robotics says, I've been subscribed to Rob for over 10 years now. My favorite story has covered was Original Sin. Dude, I'm sure all of us have made contact with Rob's channel. Rob is one of the goats in the space, so pay homage. Captain America #5, written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Valerio Schiti. Frank Martin on the colors, one of my favorite colorists. Joe Caramagna on the letters. This is the finale of this first arc, and we get to see some really important moments in Colton's life as his feelings about the war and the way that it's going reach their natural apex where he's just sick of this shit. And that puts him in crossfire with Captain America. The big final conflict of this arc isn't Doom and Cap, it's Cap and Cap. But Colton is no match for Steve Rogers, and he does lose the conflict, not just because Steve Rogers is who he is, but also because the super serum that Colton has is a little faulty. Um, but we do get to learn that he is not dead in the modern world. He's alive, so we will get more stories with him and Cap, I would imagine. And we also see the first meeting of Iron Man, Tony Stark, and Steve Rogers.
I knew it was an early meeting because Iron Man's like, "Hey, want to grab a drink?" I'm like, "No, Tony, no." Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
This this didn't eh, hmm. The removal of Colton here from being another like player for a while, I guess being put off the board for a little bit, was not the way I expected this to go. I definitely thought that we were going to have more of this character because the dichotomies involved have been so stark and have played so well into the overall narrative. And so a bit bummed to see him go. I didn't want this to end up being, fisticuffs between the two calves, but, the Chip has to get to a certain point for his next arc and for some of the stuff that's coming after. So I get that. Um, I I think the story parts with his mom are very heartfelt. Chip has always been able to do a really good job making this Cap sympathetic, and I think he continues to do that good work here. It makes him that much more of a tragic character, which I really appreciate. And so, uh, overall, I think strong issue. The the thing that got me was, when as he's fighting Cap and he's just like, "Mom, I'm sorry. Like, this is ultimately what I become. I am just this embodiment of violence. There is nothing else for me here." Uh, Again, so sad to see it happen and it go this way. And that's just, to Chip's testament as a really strong writer.
Yeah, I really like this. I think issue 4 was kind of the end of what I felt like Chip was telling me with the story,
Mhm.
and this was more of like, all right, I gotta finish the superhero part of it. Um, I like Chip's kind of dissection as a Canadian of what American politics are like. But I think it's apt. It's Cap coming into this world and not really understanding who the US is. And then seeing that in a mirror that is Colton, I think is great. I love Cap questioning himself as this sentinel of liberty for an American cause. I think that's also great. And I think Sheedy's art is, I've been a Sheedy stan since Slott's Fantastic Four, I believe. I think Sheedy's one of the best. And I think this arc, I think especially in this issue with the superhero hero parts of this, really proves that, man, this guy is fucking amazing. Just the way things looked, and Frank Martin on colors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the way the differences look between the flashbacks with like the sepia tones into the present day, at least where the story is present day. That was gorgeous, man. I loved it.
I just want to right a wrong real quick. I neglected to read Matt Fisher super chat, $5. Thank you, brother. He says, "Made it. Thank God for the last time. Hey Sean, what's up with One World Under Doom and X-Men and Amazing Spider Norman? I'm going to miss this. Wait, why the last time?
No, for One World Under Doom.
Okay. Woof. I was like, whoa, are we losing Matt? What's happening here?
Thought he was driving his Uber off a cliff.
Yeah, right. Damn. One World Under Doom ended, thankfully, because I did not like that ending. What's up with X-Men and Amazing Spider-Man? I cannot tell you what's up with X-Men. I can tell you what's coming for X-Men, but I can only talk to you about that on Saturday. We'll have a big update on the future of the X-Men. As for Amazing Spider-Norman, just for you, Matt, I will give you my thoughts on that issue. It's no surprise that I did buy Amazing Spider-Man, and I have to say, just as a tease, because I'll talk about it a little bit more later, I thought it was really, really good.
Okay.
Really
I'll let
good.
it slide. Hold on.
Okay, fair enough. So regarding Captain America, this would have been my pick of the week, had it not been for
Yep.
DC Marvel. I thought this was excellent. this book is so fucking good. If you're not reading this and you're like on the side of and again, like Marvel has problems, but if you're saying Marvel doesn't publish any good books and you haven't checked this out, you're being disingenuous. You've got to be reading this to be and if you don't like it, that's fine. But you can't say Marvel's not putting out good books when they have this on stands. I am a big fan of what Chip did with Colton. I think this character is very interesting. Marvel doesn't have, in my opinion, hasn't had characters who represent the world after 9/11. And so now that we finally do, and that he's going to continue to be in this book and not necessarily be a bad guy, that's so interesting to me. I love that. I think this fight was necessary, but it didn't feel like the end of the story. It really felt like a tension release fight more than like an end of things fight. So I was grateful for that. And that letter that Colton wrote his mother, man, that tore me to shreds because the war that Colton fought in was just such an unjust fight. And like not to get into everything, like there are good reasons, and Colton feels deceived and stuff like that, but um he came back broken and there's nothing for him here. Steve Rogers believed in his country so much that he sacrificed his life for it. And in a lot of ways, it's a good thing that he did, because if he didn't, he would have lived to see what America would go on to become, and that would have shattered him. I think Colton, even though it doesn't work out age wise, where he arrives at spiritually, mentally, is very likely what Captain America would have become or believed about this country had he not fallen into the ice, because of all the things we would go on to do.
Yeah,
I
100%.
don't know if Cap saw us drop the bombs. I don't know. Cap in this version of Cap wouldn't have lived through the Cold War. He doesn't know.
Oh wow.
He wasn't around for Nam and Korean War.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but Cap never saw the bombs drop.
That's such a good point. He would have become jaded. He would have
Yes.
become jaded.
Yeah.
And Colton comes into it with a chip on his shoulder because of
And writing
9/11. Aha. That's a great point. That's a great point.
And it's a realistic reality for a lot of veterans. A lot of veterans are poached right out of high school. Whether they're poor or they can't afford school, and they come back. They don't have health care. They don't have anything that was really promised to them. And they're wayward. A lot of them wind up becoming mercenaries too, which is kind of what this Colton winds up doing in the superhero way. Because what is he good at? He's good at killing. He's good at violence, and that's all he knows. I thought it was really realistic perspective. It's not even like taking a side. It's saying, hey, this is what the reality is for a lot of people. There's no like left right that's really discussed here. And I really enjoyed that from Chip's perspective for sure.
Yeah. The who has it here? Order of Dylan. He quotes a part of the issue with America was far from perfect, and that hasn't changed. I don't think it ever will, because that's what our country's about. What the dream is about, striving, like doing better, right? Like trying to push forward a better union is sort of the goal. And I thought that was a really poignant moment. So I'm glad that Order of Dylan shouted that out.
Phenomenal book. I think the art's great too. Let's not forget Valerio doing awesome work. I echo what Tyler said earlier on about him. Man, I am so happy with this book. I feel like I haven't been that happy with Cap in a while, but it finally feels like we're back in a solid place. Like 5 issues in, I can safely say, in my opinion now, we're in a good spot. Cap's in good hands. I know Batman went off the rails. Like that did not stay great. But to me, I think that was a different situation. He ran into that fucking crazy Gotham War, whatever that shit was. He just ran into a lot of nonsense. But I think we're in good hands.
Yeah, Coltrane says Chip on Cap, Williamson on Iron Man coming up, PKJ on Hulk. I'd add Ewing on Thor. They're slowly getting me back. I think you're an Avengers fan. A lot of those books are good.
Yeah.
There's no real yet overarching story that's pulling those goods together, but in their own silos, there's a lot of good stuff out there.
Just to address this, Damon Watson says, "How does this fit into the rest of Marvel canon? Does this stand as its own thing, or just reboot Captain America?" At the end, and for issue 6, this ties directly in because the solicit here says the aftermath of One World Under Doom has brought Latveria to the brink of civil war. Captain America deploys to protect civilians and investigate rumors of a weapon stockpile, et cetera, et cetera. So we're jumping right into the rest of the canon here.
It's the Marvel sliding time scale. You just kind of accept it that this is what it is now. And
Who's
especially
arguing with this?
if somebody also references that Cap came out post 9/11, then that's just what it is now.
Yeah, it definitely is what it is now.
I ended up getting the Toy Story cover.
You did? That's
yeah,
funny.
dude. Yo, this makes me all of a sudden want a Buzz Lightyear comic.
Dude, it would be rad.
It'd be so cool.
Tony Moore on art. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. I think we've had Buzz Lightyear comics. Maybe. I feel like I've seen that.
I want the Buzz Lightyear Space Command. You ever watch that cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
I think it was so good, dude.
I was on that cartoon.
I had the
loved
Dreamcast
it.
game too. The game was good.
Oh, I think I had that game
Yeah.
too, but on PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Pull. This would have been my pick of the week.
Yeah, pull. Easy.
Yeah, I'm with you too. Had it not been for Grant, this would have been pick of the week.
Pull 37%, didn't buy or read 33%, pick of the week 20%, pass 10%. Every week I feel like there's a book that's underappreciated by the reader, by our listeners. And I think you guys need to get on Cap. I really do. I feel comfortable saying that. I know a lot of people are iffy on Chip right now. I don't think there's a reason to tread lightly with this. I really don't.
Yeah, this is a full-throated endorsement for me.
And especially when I'm giving him the reins of Armageddon and this tying into that, like I don't know, I just feel confident. But again, I'm a sucker.
Well, even Joshua Williamson yesterday is like, oh, and Chip's kind of doing the showrun stuff at Marvel right now. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. There's no Marvel updates to clip us on that, but yeah, I'm excited.
Let's talk about the last book on the docket. This is the book you guys chose. This was the listener pick this week, or the Pals poll winner, excuse me. You guys voted for Nova Centurion. Over 650 of you voted. I am so happy with that number. You guys really showed out for this one. Please do it again. We've got a poll up right now. Justice League Unlimited 13, Daredevil Punisher number 1, Skinbreaker 3, Mortal Thor number 4. Daredevil Punisher is currently winning at 36%. This is about what I expected. Somebody said this book should have been on the show to begin with. Watch Pal's previews this week to see why it's not in the main show.
Yeah, next week is kind of a big week, guys.
Yeah, big time stuff. So,
which will be on Wednesday. Oh fuck!
Thank you for saying that. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's on Wednesday next week. Because of Thanksgiving, we're obviously not going to do the show on Thanksgiving. So Pal's polls will be on Wednesday next.
8 p.m. still
at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Also, we are 1 subscriber away from 6,000.
I know. I'm keeping tabs.
Oh, Rob, do it. Pull the trigger, Rob.
I think. Yeah.
Wait, what would Rob do?
Subscribe.
Oh, I'm sure he's subscribed. What Rob could do as a big bro is if Rob pushed us out to his feed, if Rob pushed us out to his Twitter people, the subs would roll in. That's how Rob could help the cause. But putting that aside, let's talk about Nova. This is written by Jed MacKay. So we are reviewing a Jed MacKay book, maybe, potentially, possibly. No, not for the first time since Bloodhound. Not.
No, we did X-Men.
Yeah, we did do X-Men.
And we did Age of Revelation. Yeah.
He's joined by Alvaro Lopez on art, Mattia Iacono on colors, letters by Corey Pettit. So this is a pretty basic story where, Nova's doing his Nova thing, but now for him to operate as the singular Nova and have the world mind in him costs some bread, some cash, some credits. And so he's got to do his thing, be a hero, but a hero for hire. And joining him to figure out how to make this cash is Pip,
Hell yeah.
who might as well be called Pimp in this issue. And Nova ends up in a situation where now he's got to be a hero for some pretty bad hombres, but it's probably going to result in him making the kind of cash he needs. I'm going to start, and
Yeah.
I'm going to say the only thing about this issue that I did not like was the Kree Skrull War name for that group.
Yes, I didn't like it either. Yeah.
Everything else I actually thought was really good. I thought this was a pretty strong issue. The first Jed McKay thing I've enjoyed in a long time. Well, no, since the Age of Revelation 0 issue, which I thought was awesome. This is the first thing I've enjoyed since then. Home run of a debut.
Man, if you like this, you would love his Moon Knight, Sean.
Maybe I'll go backwards, man. Maybe.
Man, that's good stuff. Well, someone put the poll. Yeah, good point, Luna. I thought this was fun. This was so where Nova left off in Imperial. It felt like this story would have been a little darker, and then we get into it. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of goofy. You know, fucking Pip the Troll is in here immediately. Nova's wearing Hawaiian shirts.
Worse.
I love the bit where since Nova has the world mind in him, it's using so much power that he has limited reserves. I like that kind of like handicapping him, you know, in like the golf term, where there's a storyline reason for him to do the things he needs to do. And that kind of grounds him in a way, even though it's in outer space and it's on other planets and he's flying. I thought that was good. I thought the tying into Annihilation immediately with the Ravenous showing up, which thank God we read Annihilation. Yeah. Because I would have fucking forgot who the fuck Ravenous was. But him showing up in this, I'm like, oh yeah, Jed knows what people like about Marvel space. I thought it was great. I can't wait to see fucking Cammy's back too. I love Cammy. Seeing Cammy show up again, which is great. I don't think she's been in a comic since what, Avengers Arena, maybe? It's been a while for Cammy. So yeah, this is the Jed is buttering my bread correctly with this book.
This was one of the few Fallout, the books that come after, right, that I was excited for. And I didn't know what to expect. I'm not as familiar with Nova in general. And so at first the Pip inclusion was hilarious. I love that because it was a swerve I wasn't expecting. I very much thought this was going to be a bit more of like what we read with Annihilation. You know, he's a bit more like sad and kind of like vengeful there, and so that was kind of the vibe I was expecting. I wasn't looking for the helmet for hire kind of situation, but it worked. It worked, and so from that end, I did appreciate it. And the one bit that really got me was when he he walks in on the party after saving it, you know, and he's like looking for tips. I'm like, oh, that was silly, that was goofy, this was lighthearted, this was actually a good time. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I feel like for McKay it's kind of hit or miss for me, but this hit. So I'm very much looking forward to issue 2.
You know, I was not looking for Helmet for Hire, and I wasn't looking for lightheartedness, but I felt like there was just enough to chew on that I was like, all right, I want to try with this. Like, I want to give this a chance, because it wasn't just lighthearted and like not funny, which I feel like is the case a lot of the time. Like, I got a couple of laughs out of this. I thought Pip was funny. Like, at least it was amusing.
I like the bit where like it flash forwards a bit. Pip's like rich, but you know, Richard Rider is down with it. And then they introduce like his Chewbacca essentially. And they call him a battle accountant. I'm like, that's stupid. I love it.
Combat
accountant. Yeah, I'm like, I love that stupid shit. That's great.
Yo, he's all decked out and shit with his jewelry and everything.
Yeah.
So
he's giving like Watto vibes, you know?
Who's
I need the
the
credits. See, like that kind of situation.
from Deep Space Nine? What's his name?
The Ferengi.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The art was pretty good too. I thought Alvaro Lopez brought it. I
Yep.
don't remember the last time I've seen his work. The
Yeah,
man
me
loves
neither.
his close-ups.
Big old close-ups.
Yeah,
Uh,
loves his close-ups.
I think Richard Rider's hair should be more brown, not black, but that's a very small nitpick. I love the aliens. Like, there's that one alien that looks like it's straight out of like a European comic, the ship captain. Like, it looks wildly different than the way, like, it's cartoony compared to like the panel next to it, which is like this realistic looking Richard Rider.
Oh.
I think that stuff is fun.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the page up too. So like, I think stuff like that's fun. That's what you could do when you're in your Marvel space. Quark, yeah, Quark, Marco.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
This panel took me out. When the panel when Nova tells them like I'm not gonna work for you or whatever, and the Kree, or the Skrull guy's just like, oh my god, this is so dramatic. Oh my god.
This
It
is
was
fun.
fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I read Planet She-Hulk, which I also enjoyed because Aaron Cooter's fucking killing it on that book. And then we have Black Panther Intergalactic coming up too. I think even though Imperial was not Duck, I think where it leaves things could be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I am definitely gonna show up for issue 2, and I thought this was gonna be a one and done for me, but I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad I got the freaking Frank Miller cover.
Oof, I
and
have
I'm
it on the
really
screen. Yeah.
I'm glad that finally like a Jed McKay book connected with me, because I have no desire inside of me to not like things. So every time I show up, I'm like, hope I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I did this time.
Yeah, you paid for it. You want to like what you paid for. You don't go to a fucking restaurant and be like, I hope that tastes like shit.
and yet,
Oh, I've been to some restaurants where like I expect it to taste like shit. But yeah.
pull.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Paul.
Happy to say.
Yeah.
Let's see where you guys netted out on the last review, official review of the night. 50% of you pull. Didn't buy a read is 38%. Pass is 9%. Pick of the week, 3%. I'm glad 50% pulled it, gave it a shot.
That
It's
is a realistic for it winning the poll for once.
Yeah.
Like those numbers are numbering. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And we all liked it. I feel like that's a rarity.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into the stack here in just a little bit. What were your LCS experiences this week, considering that we all went?
Let me actually get my books. Hold on.
I only got the one book. I'm still digital for
okay.
specific things for most of it, but like this jumped out to me. But I have a new job, so I wanted to test the commute in an hour, the hour that is my lunch break. Not enough time. I was literally I clocked back in at like 1 minute left. So don't think I'll be doing that again. It might be an after work situation going forward, but my shop's cool.
Okay, and you posted a picture of their display, which had like all the variants very cleanly laid out. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, they have a good organization there. They have they're trying to do a cleanup sale too. So there's a sale on their back issues. Oh yeah, comics in New York. Great stuff.
Marco, what was your LCS experience this week, man?
Pretty chill. I got there close to close because it was a late night for me at work.
Oh, you went yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was it was quiet. You know, I managed to like kind of work my way through some of the books. And I was looking for, especially for the variants, I was trying to find this the Jay Lee one because that was just the one that I wanted. It was like one of those behind a couple things, so I had to put my grubby little hands
Oh,
on
you had
stuff.
to dig in?
Dude.
Stop digging in your stack to it. Jeez.
I had a fairly good experience in my LCS, I think. There were not as many people there as I expected. It was not as crazy as I thought it would be. Yeah, I feel like it was a pretty like regular experience. There was one thing that I thought was kind of funny. So I got rung up by the guy that I think owns the shop. If he's not the owner, he's like an OG. He's been there,
Ginger.
Asian.
Oh, okay.
Um, he's been there since I started going there. And now my man's hair is all gray. So of course I decide to go up and age his ass by saying, "Hey, I think you've been working here since I started coming here when I was 15." And he's like, "Yeah, I've been here since the beginning." And I'm like, "Do you still like make time for comics and enjoy them and stuff?" And he's like, "Nah, I stopped reading 15 years ago." And I was like, "Wow." And he's like, "Yeah, just with, having kids and life getting bigger and stuff and just running the business, like I just don't have time to read comics anymore." And I was like, "Damn, that seems sort of," I didn't say this to him. This was played in my mind. I was like, "That seems sort of sad. Like every day, presumably, you show up to work to sell these things that you have no connection to whatsoever anymore. It sucks."
But my man is in there day in and day out, surrounded by these things. That's crazy.
I mean, it's just product for that store.
It's just product, but like at some point it wasn't. How does it
Yeah.
become that?
Like you surely you start for the love of the game.
Yeah.
When you get into distribution and multiple stores, it just becomes a business.
It's just crazy because if I would have asked him like, "Hey, do you have any recommendations?" He wouldn't have been able to give me one that was relevant to this decade.
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wild. And that's the person that runs the shop I go to.
Wow. He would have been like, yeah, Civil War was good.
Right. Have you ever read that, by the way?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. You should check that out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the motherfucker probably sold it to me back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Tarek in the chat says, you would think there are a lot of dead hours. What does he do? Not there.
No.
Yeah, true, yeah.
And also for him, there's probably a lot more for him to do than, just
Yeah.
running the counter. Because it is a massive shop. So
Yeah.
hey, what's up, Tyler Smith? It's good to see you. Tyler Smith is an awesome dude, and you guys should hang out with him when he's on our Discord server trying to chat about comics. I love that we have the occasional person who works in the business on our Discord server, just trying to be a normal human and chat about books, whether they worked on them or not. I love that. Tyler's a good brother. I see all the numbers in the chat. Keep throwing them in. If you've got any more, if we missed you, or if you missed the window, just keep throwing them in, and you have until I guess I've rattled off the books I got this week. Anybody want to read the numbers?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go for it. I got it.
Yeah. All right.
So it looks like we're starting at Tarek with 16. James Jones with 22 for the stack. Also, YouTube went back to usernames again. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Dan Trudeau with 17. Neon Knight with 21. Shalom Warburg with 21. Luna with 19. CW Gordon 17. Entertain Me 18. Jasperetti 25. Ted H 35. Tyler Smith 37. Willpower Collects 11. Luma Cruz 24. Warfire 17. MTG, the representative from Georgia, 22. And Jamzillo 25. Dr. D King 0, 22. And Fisher with 4.13.
Okay.
I thought my man's name was Dr. King. I was about to say, hey, what up, bro? You back? You back?
Not by the icon, that's for sure.
Is it AI or is it King? All right, here we go. We talked about you know about the 6 we reviewed for the show, plus
Yep.
the additional 2 Deadpool Batman or Batman Deadpool covers I got. So that's bringing us to, what is that? Fucking 8? Yeah, 8 so far. I'm gonna give you guys what you like, and I'm gonna drop my stack on my table so you can hear that. Here you go. Oh shit, Jesus.
Oh.
Oh shit, it's just fucking shit.
Didn't make a noise. Thanks, Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear that? Oh my
No,
god.
no.
Wow. That
Your
was
camera just shook.
Yeah.
that was crazy. All right. Amazing Spider-Man number 16. I thought this was really good. I am very, very much enjoying the Joe Kelly run, even though I still don't want it to be Norman. This issue manages to do a couple of things with Norman that justify him being Spider-Man in the context of this particular run. So I thought
Yeah.
this issue was strong.
Joe Kelly's making it interesting. That's for sure. I think the Ben Reilly stuff is very interesting as well.
This villain looks like Hush, and looks like ass, quite frankly. But he's cooler in the book than he is on the cover.
He looks like he just came back from DR for BBL.
Yo, he got that stethoscope he's whipping around.
Yeah, which doesn't happen.
No, that's not. He doesn't do that. That's not even what his power base is or whatever. Marion Heretic #2.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
This book is good. This book is so good. The first issue was strong. The second issue really hammered it home. Buy this. This is amazing. I had a blast reading this, and I wish, I wish there was space for this kind of book on the show, because I want to be able to tell you in more detail how good it is. Go buy it. Everything Dead and Dying #3. This was fantastic. This book is excellent. It feels like The Walking Dead, but like very zoomed in on a particular situation that has so much heart and is very compelling. I think everybody should be reading it. Spawn: The Dark Ages #1, which is a full creation by Liam McCormick Sharp. That is the way he is credited in this book. I am very glad this did not win the poll. This issue was dog water to me, and I will not be checking in the future. The less I say, the better.
Said booty.
What was it? Just unintelligible?
It was nonsense, yeah. And there's no Spawn. There's no Spawn stuff, really. It's not a Spawn book. I mean, I understand why it's called Spawn, but there's no Spawn. Ferocious. I told you I was going to buy this on Pal's Previews. I did. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. The premise didn't play out exactly the way I thought it would, but it's really good. It's this kid whose tribe is murdered by this crazy woman that you see on the screen. And he wants to kill her, but he can't because he's a kid and she's a beast. So she decides that it's interesting that he wants to kill her. And she's like, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to be able to kill me.
Huh.
But you're also going to be my pet. And that's it. It's very interesting. The rest of the books in my stack I wasn't able to get to, but I bought Powers 25 #3, Absolute Flash 9, G.I. Joe Dreadnought War 2, issue 14, Lazarus Fallen issue 6, The Sacrificers #17, Undisclosed Country #34, Deluge #2, Punisher Red Band issue whatever the fuck.
Well, hold on.
I'm allowed. We've already talked about this. Exquisite Corpses #7.
That was good.
Speak on it if you want to.
No, it's just a lot of fun.
Okay.
I kind of realized that this whole thing is Fortnite. This issue made me realize, there's literally a storm, a fire circle coming in, and all of our people, it's a battle royale. They're trying to be the last one surviving. This whole story is Fortnite.
Yeah. Nightwing 132.
Oh, that Nightwing run I caught up. Fucking rad. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
it's so good. Yeah.
Waters and soy. Yeah.
Zanny might be one of my new favorite villains.
Twilight Zone #2.
Oh, that came out this week.
Yep, Tom Scioli issue.
Hope you like words.
Fuck.
That's it. That's the stack this week.
What was that?
1, 2,
26?
$16 plus
6. 8? Oh, 8, yeah.
24.
Oh, 24. Damn, who got it? Let's see.
Beep.
24. On the money, Luma. 24.
Yeah, just Luma. Okay.
Very nice. Let us know, or let me know if you want any of the the Marvel codes.
CW Gordon says that's it, and it's half the shop.
I went too hard, man. You know what I regret? I'm gonna be honest. I regret leaving the Phil Noto Captain America #5 variant in the store.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it was
Uh,
only $15, and
uh,
I was like, oh, but I got 3 covers. Like, do I really need to go that hard? I don't. I don't need to go that hard.
that's one of those things where like, wait for a light week, and if you see it again,
I'm gonna leave it.
really, okay, it's now or
I'm
never.
gonna leave it. Yeah, because I already read it.
Nerf or never.
Yeah, I wanted that shit, but it's okay. It'll find a good home.
You got the Frank Miller variant. You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, you won on that one. Yo, I'm excited for everything Dead and Dying. I got that one too. I'm glad that.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
what's
liked the
your
issue.
stack? What's your mount? I don't like that word. What's your stack?
Also, everything Dead and Dying. The trade dressing gets me. Absolute Flash as well. But somebody in chat was saying it a little hit or miss.
I liked it.
Final Boss #1.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This one looks cool. It's Tyler Kirkham. And then the author Immortal. This is issue 2. Barbary and Beam, Otsman El How. So
Morgan Beam on that?
yeah, Morgan Beam.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. I have some of our art prints right over here. I found them. We
Oh,
were
cool.
switching
Yeah.
we were switching some things out. I like this one. Oh no, you can't see it. A little bit.
yeah, that's coming through pretty sick.
Yeah, some cool shit.
It's easier to see when it's on the screen.
Yeah, well.
Entertain Me says, Sean, did you spend nearly $200? No, I didn't.
Oh, you should be showing the receipts.
Nope. That's never going to happen on this show. But I will be honest with you and tell you that it was not within $50 of 200. So,
Okay, I understand numbers.
all right. Listen. Saturday, what's Saturday? The 22nd? Yeah. We're going to have fun. What happened, Tyler?
Keep going.
We're going to have fun. Wait, what? I can't. What are you going to say?
We hit a number.
Oh,
Oh shit.
hold on. Let me refresh because I got to see this shit. Fuck. 6,000. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yes.
Now we need to hit
Yes.
7.
We did it. Congratulations. Congratulations to Tyler and Marco. This has been a long work in progress. I feel like it took a while, but hey, we're here. I'm very happy to see that number. CW Gordon says backflips all around. None of us promised that shit.
No, I'm smart enough.
He left because he wasn't going to fulfill it. He said, I'm getting out of here because they keep
So,
asking me.
actually,
Too much heat.
Yeah.
Shit. Maybe we should do like a 6K celebration stream or something.
On Saturday, yeah. Yeah. We can tie it into Saturday, you know. That way we'll know it's a solid 6,000, you know. Sometimes
true,
it's like oh, we hit 6K, somebody unsubs or like a bot dies, you know.
a bot somewhere rolls over and dies.
I actually think we don't have like any.
That we don't have bots?
I mean, we might have like a couple.
We
but, you know.
definitely do. You can tell. You can tell from the subscribers. When they go down in like a quick number, that's because YouTube is doing a purge.
Yeah. But like I feel like we got a lot of actual organic people, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah, Ted H 10K on the road.
Dan Trudeau says, congrats. Remember how long it took to get the first 1,000? I do. And I think, Dan, you were here with us, right? So that's pretty incredible. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Scripture, it is good to see you, brother. Thank you for the congratulations. Entertain Me says, hit the 5K mark in May this year, now 6K this November. Thank you very much, Entertain Me. Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great.
Wait, we only hit
Luna,
5K in May?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Luna resubscribing for 13 months says
Oh.
happy future 6K. Love this community. Yeah, Luna, I think sent that right as we hit 6K.
Thank you so much, Luna. Luna being with us for 13 months is awesome. I really appreciate that. And again, like, you know, you've been watching us grow and been a part of that growth. So thank you. You guys are amazing.
Great members of the community too. Like nobody is an asshole.
Yes, exactly. Only I am disgruntled.
I gotta make that shirt. What was it? Disgruntled and what?
Disgruntled but entertaining.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Tariq. He says, you guys deserve way more subs. Thanks for the awesome content.
Hey,
You're welcome, dude.
Spread the word. Walk around your local village, town, or city and start mumbling it out loud to people.
Carry your tote. Go get some merch. I walked around yesterday with the whatchamacallit, the tote bag to get my comics.
You fucking performative male.
Hey, no, it's
You got a
good
Labubu
tote.
on there too?
No, but Jade has some. I'm planning on
You got to steal
taking
one.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Destro, come on, dude. Don't be like that. Don't do that. That's not
They're a
cute.
little behind.
Yeah, that's not cute. You know what we mean. Absolute Overthinker. Congrats, fellas. I am contemplating the end of my lurker arc here, but either way, still love the channel and content. Dude, you should break lurk. You were so awesome in our community and our Discord. I don't know why you went away, but we would love to have you back, brother. Always welcome back.
Kubo the Beagle. Congratulations from Team Thailand. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
I want to be big in Thailand.
Yo, tell Moo Dang I said hi.
Who that?
The hippo?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 a.m. over there.
That's actually a pretty good time to be watching podcasts, you know?
Yeah.
Have some Thai iced tea
Cereal.
in the morning, you know? Thai coffee.
Ooh.
Thai coffee.
You got to go to Mau Mau, Marco. Brooklyn.
I've heard of that. I've heard of
Oh,
that place.
good Thai food.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Saturday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern. Hang out with us. We're gonna talk about things that are happening. The X-Men. There's a big announcement about the future of the X-Men. We're also actually gonna get to a great article by David Harper from Sketched about indie comics. So we've got a full deck for you this Saturday. Hope to see you there. Thanks for 6K. Love you.